Hello friends, today we are going to be discuss about how to use Swagger UI for API testing. If you start to doing practical manner for API testing, must you want to know about Swagger UI, because once you can enter a company level, that time company provide Swagger document. Inside Swagger document only available different type of HTTP method, some request URL, which URL you are going to be hit and what response you are going to be check. So those detailed information will be available inside Swagger document. That is called as Swagger UI. Okay, what is Swagger? So this is the largest framework, look like blueprint for your house. Which means if you start to test in API testing, right? So which URL in which method I'm going to be take, how many methods is available for my application. So everything, all the method and URL, all the details it will be having inside Swagger document. Okay, so is there required for any programming language? No, does not required any programming language, whether tester or non-tester or developers or non-developers. So everyone can able to go through with the Swagger document, easy to understand, and it is a user-friendly manner. So that reason you don't be required any extra knowledge for referring this Swagger. Okay. Next is what is Swagger framework tool and benefits. So before I told you, right, which is it is easy to read and understand and user friendly. So like that way, the Swagger provides set of great tools and a set of features is providing to you, which is Swagger editor. What is Swagger editor? Which means for example, you can take one example of HTTP method post. If you want to create or if you want to update any existing details, that time the Swagger editor will help you. If you want to edit existing ones, you can update and you can again have to post it that new details. Next is Swagger code gen. It is allows developers to generate the client library code because of specific page developed by some developer group, right? For example, take us real time example, Amazon.com. So Amazon is whole application, right? Inside application there is different module, different pages available. Take us add to cart and place order. This is a different page, right? So different tester designing this page. So they decided they decided which page I'm going to be developed. Under this page they are given some API URL. For add to cart, this is the request URL. Place order, this is the request URL. Like that way they given set of request URL for testing a specific page. This is the Swagger code gen. And the Swagger UI, it is allows engineer to get self-generated documentation for different platforms. UI means what? User interface. So what are the pages seen by a user or customer? Amazon.com, right? So you are ordering and you can your place order some specific product, right? So everything action taken by in UA page, right? So each application UA page having different kind of API URLs, right? So those documentation. So this URL it is only for this add to cart page. This URL it is only for place order. So like that way they will be segregated. According to that they will be listed given to tester and as well as developers. Swagger Inspector, a tool for testing and auto generating open API documentation for any API Swagger. Any API. Inspector. You can take us once you can hit some application, you are going to be inspect, right? Why you are going to be inspect? You are going to be find some locator and element for the specific element, right? So like that way Swagger Inspector going to be inspect you what is the for example get method and put method and post method, what are the how many data is available, what are the data we are going to be created, what are the data we are going to be updated, what are the data it's available in existing nodes, everything we are going to be inspected. According to that, we are going to be get and put and post, we are going to be do some activities. Okay, and what is Swagger UI? So I hope you guys understand, right? Before I told you, Swagger UI is nothing but some applications. So those application contain API URL, which is request URL. Based on that request URL, you are going to be get a response. Based on the response body, you guys understand how application behavior to the customer and the user. Now I'm going to be tell you some sample Swagger UI document site for starting practical manner doing some API testing. Okay, so here I'm going to be just 5 different type of Swagger UI, which is Reverb and VocoDB and Watson Developer Cloud and the Movie Database API and Zomato API. So when you try to click on this one, here you can see get and number of method is available. So it is easy to take a request URL. You are going to be hit inside Postman. You are going to be validate what is the response we are getting, how we can test inside Eclipse using REST Assure or some JSON script. Okay, it is very easy to starting practical manner. I'm going to be click this one. Here you can see try it out. Some button is available. Click on this one. After click on this, try it out, you can get some response body. So this is the request URL, this is the response body. After hitting this request URL, you are getting this is the response body information. What is the response code? 200. So already I told you in my previous video, 200 means what? Okay, fine, we are expected. So we are server give you the some kind of details based on the request URL. So that is the reason response code is 200. Okay, so again I'm going to be give you another Swagger also, because most of the person using PetStore Swagger IO. So I'm just start with paid version. I'm just open, click on new tab. So this is the official Swagger IO site. Here you can see try to Swagger Hub. The Swagger Hub give you the lot of details. And so most of the people when try to do it practical manner, that time most guys prefer the Swagger UI only. So here you can click on download Swagger UI. Here you can download Swagger UI and you can try to do it this Swagger UI also. So here you can see who are using free version. Some features only available. Who are using paid version, there is lot of features available. So as per my advice, you can try to do it in free version. No need to use paid version. If you try, if you start to learn free version, it is easy to adapted everything. Okay, and here also Swagger tools. So here asking some create account, using that account you can able to access this page. Okay, so here you can see all the details will give you. It is easy to understand how to start working on this inside the Swagger Hub. And next I'm going to be give you how to I check my Swagger API. This is very important because of before I show you regarding that Reverb and VacoDB, right? Like that way, the pet store and user store and store everything available, different HTTP method. I'm just opening that time you will be understand. So this is the Swagger pet store. So here having three different applications API URL available, which is pet and store. This is the store, second one, and a user. So if you want to work on that pet, you can select pet. So as per your wish, you can select within the three. You can pick and you can try to do it in practical manner. Okay, in this video I just to give you the overall view. Okay, how we can use, how we can start, what are the free API URLs available for starting to learn in practical manner. Okay, so you can click on this pet. Here you can see body. Post means what? You just create the new, right? Add a new pet to the store. So here we have to give some data. According to that, the pet store will be created, right? Post means that is the meaning. So here I just to give you the overall. Okay, I click on this try out. That time only it will be come into the editable manner. Okay, here you can see id. Here you can give some id. I'm going to be give 1 2 3 4 5 6. So like that way id, or here I'm so giving 4 5 6. Here string your pet name or whatever, I'm just given giraffe. Here also I'm going to be give giraffe. And here id, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6, giraffe. So the status is available. So there is three different statuses available. I just show to you. Go to find by status, right? Click on this one. Here you can see there is three different statuses available. According to that, you can update that status. Okay. So I'm going to be leave it with available one. I'm try to click on execute. Once you can execute, you will be get that what data you are given for creating the pet, those details you are getting. So this is the response body you are getting. The status code is 200. Okay, this is the way you try to do it inside a Swagger document. Okay, and so and the UI collection is available in GitHub. You just to download it and you can update in your Postman. I'm just to tell you how we can import inside Postman in my next video. Okay. And is Swagger free to use? Yes, it is free to use under GitHub account. Okay, and I'm going to be tell you on practical example which is show to you. This is my favorite one, Wako DB. I'm going to be click this one. It's loading. So you guys start to explore a different URL. You can try to do it in practical manner, different Swagger URL. Okay, don't stand with only one Swagger URL. You can try to do it apart from that. Okay, that time you will be get some extra knowledge. Okay, because nowadays the API testing is going very attentive manner. You try to learn it. Okay, so here click on this activity entry API. Here this is the method is get. Click on this one. Here there is parameters available. You don't want to give manually. You can pick details in list box. It is easy to give you. It reduces the some manual work. It is consuming your time. So that reason I prefer you that WokoDB. It is easy to use, friendly manner. Okay, because in Swagger UI you try to give it manually and you edited in body, right? But here does not give anything. You just pick up value inside a list box. Okay, I just click on this updated and entry type or test. And so which are the boxes available in optional type that is not required for filling the details. You just try to fill it a list box value, that is enough. I try to select true and attribute version, entry fields, description, language Japanese, create date, something. Okay, click on try it out. After click on try it out, that time only you are that based on the parameters the code will be generated. Okay, so this is the request URL. So this is the response body you are getting. Okay, now I'm going to be check whether the same request URL giving this same response body or not. I'm going to be check inside Postman. I'm going to be copy this request URL. Okay, so here already I hit this URL. Again I'm going to be open new one. So this is the URL. I'm going to be paste it. So once pasted this URL, see automatically all the parameters will be updated, right? You can see sort role, language, Japanese fields. Okay, click on send. You can see you are getting response body and your status code also 200. So like that way you try to check each every HTTP method, and you can check first Swagger document what response you are getting, what is the status code. Okay, here also I try to give you another example. You just close it here. Find by status. I'm going to be click on get one find by status. I'm going to be search find by status what response we are getting. Click on try it out. After try it out only it will be come to editable mode. Okay, I'm going to be click on sold. Click on execute. So under the sold status, the list of ID is available. That's what it will be showing in response body. And if I am going to be click bending, again click on execute. So this is the different ID is available. So based on that status, will be changing everything. Available. So this is the ID available. So like that manner, I try to do it another one URL. Reverb. So here click on categories, try it out. I'm going to be take this one. Okay, I'm going to be show you in different 400 error or something. 1 minute. Post pet ID. Okay, so I'm going to be give invalid ID. So here see pet ID star required. This is mandatory. You should give pet ID. Without pet ID, this post URL does not executed. Okay. Now I'm going to be give some random number. I'm going to be execute. So what it will be showing? 404 unknown not found because there is no ID contain 1001. So there is no pet does not contain ID as a 1001. So that reason, so 404 not found. So this kind of pet ID does not available in this URL. That is the manner. Okay. So this is the way you try to execute in different HTTP method. That time you will be understand clearly. Okay. And my next video I will tell you how we can explore inside Postman. Okay. Thank you guys. And one thing, sorry, I forget to update, which is the better Postman or Swagger UI. Swagger UI, it is best to use manual tester, which is manually how to try to explore it. But Postman, it is easy to understand and what is the data we are getting. See here, the in color different color it is available. So this is the key, this is the value. Based on that color format, you can understand easily. And what are the headers, it will be updated, and what are the response header, it will be updated. So it is very important. Based on the headers only you will be get response body. Okay, so this is the way you can understand once you can use it Postman. In Swagger UI, you need to some knowledge where it will be found. You try to explore everything. You just execute, you try to check it, what is the request, what is the response, what is the status code. uh, Three kind of information enough for the Swagger UI. Apart from, you want to explore more about API testing, what is the headers, what is the authorization, and what is the response header, and what is the body we have to give. So everything, if you want to know about, means that time better you can use Postman. So as per my advice, I preferred Postman. Once you can try to use the Postman, it is easy to explore your API testing skills. Okay, thank you guys.